Yes, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello? So, Bhavani, yes. Good evening, guys. Okay, so let's get started. Concept. So, disk management concept, guys. Okay. So, guys, we are going to manage the disk. We are going to manage the disk. Disk means our hard disk, right? So, let's see here. Assume this, for example, if you purchase one hard disk, assume this is one hard disk, guys. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'm going to remove this title. Hard disk. So this is brand new hard disk. Brand new hard disk. Right, guys? Clear? This is brand new hard disk. Assume this is a 1 TB hard disk. Assume this is 1 TB hard disk. It's a 1 TB hard disk. Okay. So we purchased this hard disk from market, right? So this is 1 TB hard disk. 1 TB, 1 TB raw hard disk. Got it, guys? So I hope you're clear. This is 1 TB raw hard disk. Okay. So now can we store the data into this hard disk, guys? It's possible inside the raw hard disk. Yes. Super. మీరందరూ ఫ్యూచర్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇంజనీర్లు. మీకే వస్తాయి జాబులు నాకు తెలుసు. అదే. సో నో ఇస్ అ రైట్ ఆన్సర్, రైట్? సీరియస్గా రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్లు చెప్పాలంటే మీ తర్వాత ఎవరైనా సరే. సో 1 TB రా హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ క్లియర్లీ. రా మీన్స్ వండందని అర్థం. पकानी है अभी वो रहा कच्चा है, राइट? सो मैं बोल रहा हूँ रहा हार्ड डिस्क बोल के, देन यू पीपल यू आर सेइंग वी कैन स्टोर. वेरी इंटेलिजेंट पीपल. So let's see, guys. Creating partition in file system, then we can. Pankaj. Okay. Very good, Pankaj. I think you'll have the good knowledge in disk management. Okay. So don't ask the teacher doubts now. Okay. So I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything. Please focus on it. Okay. Right. So coming to this is raw hard disk. You people, you are very well about, you know very well about Windows operating system, right? You are my old student. Okay, that's what you are asking like this question. So very good. So you remember something at least compared to these people's. Okay. So very good, Pankaj. Okay. Last batch student. Okay, right. Good. Okay. So this is our raw hard disk, guys. We are unable to store the data, right? I'll do one thing. I'll compare this hard disk with one plot. Got it, guys? I'm going to compare this hard disk with one plot because So you know plot and those all stuff, right? Plot కూడా తెలీదా? ఏ ఊరు మీది? Plot means land, an empty place. P-L-O-T, plot. So let's see guys here. This is one plot. Plot means empty place. Don't say that is cloud, okay? Assume this is now it's a plot. Cloud అంటే దీనికి తోకుంటది, దీనికి లేదు ఇప్పుడు. ఇట్లుంటే క్లౌడ్. సో ఇట్లా లేకపోతే ప్లాట్. So got it guys? So if you having the tail, that is cloud. If it doesn't have the tail, that is plot. That's it. Assume this is one plot, okay? So got it guys? So this is one empty place, okay? So leave about hard disk and those all stuff guys. You know very well about empty place, right? Plot. You know very... What man? So एक खाली place के बारे में पता नहीं go. Right? So this is one empty place. Clear guys? Okay. So you purchase one empty place. You're settled very well into Hyderabad, right? So you got purchased one place somewhere in Jubilee Hills. Jubilee Hills. Jubilee Hills. So in Jubilee Hills, always everything is a hills only, right? So that's why, can we stay there in that plot? It's possible. We purchase the plot into Jubilee Hills, guys. Okay. Somewhere in hills, okay. So we'll have garbage. So we'll have small plants, small trees, and then garbage, everything you'll have in that particular plot. Can we stay there? It's possible. No. So we are unable to stay there. Can we keep our home appliances there? No, it's not possible. Then what we need to do to stay? First of all, we need to clean the plot. That's it now. So we need to clean the plot. How you are going to clean the plot? Are you going to clean the plot? నేనైతే చేసుకుంటానబ్బా, డబ్బులు అనవసరంగా ఎందుకు. So are you going to clean the plot guys? No. Usually we are going to call workers or few missionaries like JCBs. Got it guys? Workers, JCBs like this missionaries we need to call. With the help of workers, manpower we require. And then we need to call few missionaries called JCB. With the help of GCP, we are going to, with the help of JCP, we are going to clean the plot. Yes, no. Without workers, without JCP, it's a bit difficult to us to clean the plot. Yes, no. Clear? So, like the same way, how will have the plot? Like the same way, this hard disk also will have same situation. This is raw hard disk. While you're trying to purchasing the internal hard disk, it doesn't have any file system to store the data. Like in your plot, you're unable to keep the home appliances. Like the same way, we are unable to store the data into this hard disk in raw hard disk. So then what we need to do? We need to clean the hard disk. Yes, no. So we need to clean the hard disk. So how we are going to clean the hard disk? Don't call workers and JCBs. So if you call JCBs, if you're cleaning the plot, if you're cleaning the hard disk with JCB, that's it. You need to purchase the new hard disk. So got it, guys? Good. So let's see here. We need to call JCBs related to Windows operating system. Got it, guys? We need to call JCBs related to Windows operating system. Windows operating system having one file system, Linux operating system having one file system, CD having one file system, DVD having one file system, network having one file system, that is NFS. So different file systems will have. So now we are discussing about Windows. Got it, guys? So in Windows operating system, so we have few file systems called FAT16, file allocation table 16-bit, file allocation table 32-bit, NTFS, new technology file system. Got it, guys. So new technology file system. Those file systems, it belongs to Windows, like Windows JCBs or workers, you can say. So FAT stands for file allocation table. It's not our FAT. Okay. This is not humans FAT. Okay. This is file allocation table 16-bit and file allocation table 32-bit. Right. So before XP will have FAT16, FAT32. So from XP onwards, they introduced to us NTFS. NTFS stands for New Technology File System. I hope you got it, guys. What is the difference between FAT and NTFS in the sense? FAT file systems doesn't have file and folder security. NTFS it having file and folder security. So that's why from XP onwards, we are using NTFS file system. Even if you want, you can check. So you know very well about Windows, right? Instances. You know how to launch the Windows instance, right? So how many of you completed EBS, man? EBS, Elastic Block Storage. So who completed Elastic Block Storage? You people, you know. So if you're trying to attaching the additional volume to the EC2 instance, we need to format that. So while you're trying to formatting at the times, it will show you file system called NTFS by default. If you want, you can check after completing EBS. Okay. Now this is very helpful you to people who's need to do the EBS. Got it, guys. So network file system. So sorry, guys. New technology file system. New technology file system NTFS transfer. So now what we are doing, we are trying to cleaning the hard disk. Cleaning means formatting. In general layman language, we are going to say clean. Coming to computer language, we are going to say format. So we are going to format this hard disk with the help of NTFS, new technology file system. Then it having one file system now, then we are going to install the Windows 10 operating system. I hope you got it, guys. Windows having one good feature, automatically it is going to assign the drive letter. Already we know very well about drive letters while we're discussing about file system hierarchy. At the time I have given the information. C is a drive letter to identify the device. It's one kind of mount point. Automatically Windows, it is going to assign the drive letter for a particular device. With the help of C drive, we are going to access the device. We can store the data now because it's like one plot, empty plot. So the plot, it got cleaned, then it became one ground. It became one ground, right? Can we stay there now? Yes, no. We have an empty place, man. Can we stay there? Yes, we can stay. So we'll have small tents and we can stay. And can we keep the home appliances? Yes, we can. We can keep the home appliances also. But what will happen if you're keeping the home appliances? You doesn't have the protection. Because of weather, maybe if it is raining, you're going to lose your product. Maybe it's a overheat, then always you're going to lose your product. Maybe thieves, they can theft your products because we don't have any security. Like the same way, this is entire C drive. The entire C drive size is a 1 TB. So now we have our personal data. So we have our official data. Got it, guys? We have our official data, whatever it may be, videos, movies, pictures, and everything, where we need to store into C drive itself only. We don't have any other option. We have only one drive that is called C drive. We are going to store the entire data. It may be our personal data. It may be our official data. Everything, videos, pictures, everything we need to store into the C drive like our ground. So if you want to can store, it's not a problem. Maybe after some time, after a few months, this operating system, if it is affected by virus, then what will happen? So always you are unable to utilize the operating system. So again, you need to format. If you try to formatting the C drive, what will happen? You are going to lose your entire data. like our ground. We can stay into our ground. It's not a problem. You can keep your home appliances. Home appliances is a data. So, but we don't have much protection, right? Because of weather, because of heat, because of thieves, we are going to lose our data. Means we are going to lose our products. Like the same way, if you try to storing the entire data into the one drive, what will happen in the sense? We are going to lose the data after a few days. Maybe if it is affected by virus, we are going to lose. Then coming to plot now. Then how you are going to protect your home appliances? Before purchasing the home appliances, first of all, you need to build a building, means home. That's it now, guys. So this is one plot. This is one plot. Okay. So this is one ground. We clean the plot. It became ground. It's a one empty place. Now we need to get the plan from engineer. According to that plan, we need to build the building. That's it now. So they are going to provide few plans for us. According to that, you should do the partitions. So this partition for bedroom. So this partition for living room. So this partition for kitchen. Bathroom also will have. Okay, don't worry. మీరు నవ్వుతున్నప్పుడు నాకు అర్థమైంది. So got it, guys? So this is for bedroom. This is for living room. This is for something kitchen like that. Okay. I hope you got it, guys. Right. So now you purchased bed or maybe mattresses, then bed and those all stuff you purchased. Where you are going to keep into bedroom. That's it, now. You purchase furniture. Where you are going to keep the furniture into living room. You purchase plasma TV, OLED. Then where you are going to keep into living room. You purchase washing machine, refrigerator, those kind of stuff. Where you are going to keep into kitchen. So different partitions according to our requirement we did, and then according to those partitions we are going to build the home. Then your home appliances different places you are going to keep because of security. Yes, no, now it's a secure. Like the same way, same concept we are doing in hard disk also. So total 1 TB hard disk will have the entire 1 TB. It belongs to C drive. So enter 1 TB C drive. So now, guys, for operating system, for general purpose, 100 GB is more than enough for general purpose. Maybe nowadays we'll have Windows 10 and we are getting few updates. Better to give 150 to 200 GB. That is enough. Okay. Right. So now what I'm doing for operating system, I'm trying to providing 100 GB for operating system. Got it? For normal operating system, 100 GB is more than enough. Maybe if you try to installing like heavy softwares, so at the time you can give 200 GB according to your requirement. So remaining how much space will have? Remaining approximately 900 GB space will have. So now what we are doing in the sense, we are trying to creating one more partition. Example, D drive. We are trying to creating one more partition. Example, D drive. So for D drive, 200 GB. So like the same way, again, I'm going to create one more partition, E drive. In D drive, we are going to store, in D drive, we are going to store our personal data. In E drive, we are going to store few videos or official data. I hope you got it. Like this, how many partitions we can create? We have two types of partition schema. One is MBR partition schema. Another one is GPT partition schema. MBR, master boot record, GPT partition schema. So maximum we are going to use MBR partition schema. Coming to MBR partition schema, so maximum possibilities of the partitions are 4, guys. How many partitions we can create? Maximum possibilities of the partitions are 4. In that, primary 3. extended 1. Total 4. Okay. Total 4. One is actually the possibilities of partitions are 4. Guys, if you try to creating 4 primary, what will happen? Let's see. If you try to creating 4 primary, see guys, this is E drive, right? And this is F. So what will happen now? This is also primary. So this is also primary. So this is also primary and this is also primary. 4 primaries will have. Maximum possibilities of the partitions are 4. How much space we occupy from 1 TB? 100 plus 200, 300, 300 plus 200, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So how much we have? 300 approximately. This 300 GB, it will become unused. Unused. We are unable to utilize this 300 GB. It's a waste. So usually while you are trying to build the building at the time, so we have Vastu Shastra, right? So if you make few things here, you should not use this place like this, like the same way here. Got it? So if you are trying to creating 4 primary partition, even if you having the space into your hard disk, you are unable to utilize. It will become unused space. Guys, my voice may be a little bit bold today because of cold. Okay. If you're unable to understand the words, please try to ask me. I'll repeat. Okay. Got it, guys. Clear? It will become unused space. That's 300 GB. So this is a good deployment. No, always no. Why we need to waste the unnecessary 300 GB space? So that's why what we are going to do in a sense. First, we are going to, excuse me, guys. First, we are going to create 3 primary partitions. And how much space will have remaining? 500 GB. So the total 500 GB, we are going to convert into extended. We are going to convert into extended partition. Okay, na? So this is F partition. Got it, guys? This is F. Total 500 GB. Okay. Extended partition. This is. Remember, we are unable to store the data into extended partition. Okay. So after creating the extended partition, we are going to create logical drives. 15 logical drives we can create in Linux. Got it, guys? So this is 500 GB. With the help of this 500 GB, what we are going to do, we are trying to creating one more partition. So 200 GB. This is L means logical volume, logical drive, not volume, logical drive. So like the same way, you can create one more partition. So like this, you can create multiple logical drives. So if you are trying to creating 4 primary partition, even if you having the space, we are unable to create the partition. Got it, guys? So that's why what we need to do, if you need to create the more than 4 partition, first you need to create 3 primary. Remaining space we need to convert into the extended. So in with the help of extended, we are going to create the multiple logical drive. This is MBR partition schema. It's a MBR partition schema, guys, right? Coming to GPT partition schema, GPT. Excuse me, guys. So let's see, guys, here. This is GPT header. This is GPT partition schema, guys. This is GPT header. Got it? GPT header and GPT tailor. సో తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే తల తోక. సో దిస్ ఇస్ GPT header and this is GPT tailor. This is GPT tailor. In between, you can create 128 partitions. There is no primary, there is no extended. Simple, like our bread slices. If you purchase the bread, yes, no. First part we are not going to use and then last part we are not going to use because it is going to become little bit hard, right? So in between parts we are going to use for bread omelette, for sandwiches, right? Like the same way. So this is one partition, right? So like this, how many partitions we can create? 128 partitions we can create with GPT partition schema. This is one partition. This is like this. You can cut the multiple slices according to your requirement. There is no primary, there is no extended GPT. I hope you're clear as of now. Right? So coming to Linux, especially in Linux, guys, we discuss Linux file system. We don't, excuse me, guys. Linux file system, it won't support for Windows, and Windows file system, it won't support for Linux. Like that, we discuss the starting days, right? Initial days itself only, right? So let's see here. This is Linux partition schema. Guys, how many of you remember Linux partitions? How many partitions we did while we were trying to installing the operating system? So let's see, guys, here. 4. Very good. What are they? So first partition, automatically it will create MBR. MBR stands for master boot record. The MBR size, it having 512 bytes. 512 bytes, not MB. In bytes, it's a very small partition. While you are trying to installing the operating system, automatically it will create. So it will located into the first sector of our hard disk, bootable disk. I'll tell you what is sector, cylinders and everything. Give me some time. So MBR stands for master boot record. MBR stands for master boot record. So in a size, it's a below 512 bytes. It got located into the first sector of our bootable disk. Right, guys? Next, automatically this addition it will create. How many partitions we did manually? 4 partitions we did. First partition, root, /. This is primary. So one more partition we are doing. So one more, boot. Did you remember boot? Root, boot, swap, like this we discussed. Did you remember? Right? So this is boot. This is also primary partition. And one more partition, that is swap. Swap is a virtual RAM, like that we discussed, right? So this is swap. So coming to swap, this is also primary. Swap, this is also primary. So 3 primary partitions. Remaining space we are going to convert into extended. Remaining space. So we are going to convert into the space. From here to here we'll have one space, right? So we are going to convert into extended. So in this extended partition, we did one more partition with the help of this extended. So we did home. Got it, guys? Home partition. Remaining 10 GB space will have. Total 40 GB space. Utilize 30 GB for operating system. Remaining this free space 10 GB will have. Now we are going to use this free space for doing the practical session. I hope you got it. Now, how you did the partition, how you install the operating system, Linux operating system into this hard disk with the help of which file system? We need workers and JCPs, right, to format. So Linux workers or JCPs are different. Windows workers and JCPs are different, means file systems are different. Coming to Windows, FAT16, FAT32, NTFS. In Linux, what kind of file systems will have? So let's see here. ext is a file system we'll have in Linux. So ext, ext2, ext3, ext4, XFS. So ext for old operating system, no one they're using nowadays. Those are JCBs and workers to clean the plot, means to clean the hard disk. Formatting the hard disk, we are going to use those file system, right? So this one doesn't have journal feature. ext2 doesn't have journal feature. Journaling means ext3 having journal feature. Journal feature. Journaling means in Windows sometimes if you did improper shutdown, you are unable to get the operating system. You're going to get few errors, few bootable files that got corrupted like that. Yes, no, journals it got corrupted like that. So we have repair option in Windows. Like the same way, we'll have repair option we can recover in ext3 onwards, but it's not possible in ext2. Maybe if you lose the bootable files into ext2, that's it. Again, you need to format, we need to reinstall the operating system. I hope you got it, guys. Journaling means automatic recovery option we doesn't have in ext2. From ext3 onwards, so we'll have. Got it? So we'll have journal feature in ext3. So coming to ext4 also having journal feature, and then by default RHEL 6.0 version it having ext4. From 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us XFS. 7, 8, 9 versions having XFS file system. XFS actually it will support for Unix also. Unix having XFS file system. From 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us XFS file system by default. But in RHEL 6, we'll have ext4. So now what is the difference between ext2 and ext3, ext4? Now we'll discuss, right? Right. So can you hear me? Am I audible, Pankaj? Now, apart from Pankaj, no one they're responding, man, really. Right. So let's see, guys, here. ext2 introduced in 1993. ext3 2001. ext4 will have two versions. 2006 one version, 2008 one version. Okay. Don't bother about those version. By default, you are going to get, right? So maximum file size. minimum 16 GB, maximum 2 TB in ext2. So means we can create 2 TB file. So 16 GB to 2 TB same in ext3. Coming to here 16 TB, 16 GB to 16 TB. So maximum file system size. File system size means it is going to support till 32 TB. If you are trying to adding more than 32 TB hard disk, it won't support. So this is also same. Minimum 2 TB hard disk, maximum who is going to connect into our laptop to 32 TB, but in real time we'll have. In real time we'll have, okay, right? So coming to ext4, 1 EB. So there is no journaling feature. We'll have journal feature. And here we'll have an option you can off and you can on in ext4. If you want, you can switch off. If you want, you can switch on. Guys, while you are trying to migrating from ext2 to ext3, you are going to lose the data. We are unable to recover the data, remember. Maybe if we having old environment, those people, they are good, like RHEL 5.0, 6.0, okay, 5.0, 4.0, 3.0, 2.0 versions will have. No one they're using nowadays. But if you're having like this versions, you can find this one, ext2, ext3. So if you're trying to migrating from ext2 to ext3, you're going to lose the data, you're unable to recover. But we have one feature while you're trying to migrating from ext3 to ext4, we'll have backup option, we can get the backup. Remember this one. Okay. Now, what is the difference between ext4 and XFS? See, guys, ext4 and XFS. So coming to ext4, ext4 stands for extended file system. ext stands for extended file system. So introducing in RHEL 6.0 onwards. So maximum volume size is 1 EB. It will support till 1 EB, guys. Okay. More than 1 EB, it won't support. So now maximum file size is 16 TB. Already we discussed before, right? And then coming to file name size, guys. File name size, wherever if you want, you can go. Maximum 255 bytes only it will support. So coming to maximum file number of the files, 4 billion we can create. Then here, this is a command we need to use to assign the file system, ext4 file system. To format, this is a command we need to assign. We need to execute to assign the ext4 file system. How many directories we can create? 64,000 directories we can create, subdirectories we can create. So coming to here, XFS stands for Extends File System. So introducing in RHEL 7.0, maximum volume size is 8 EB. I think it got increased now. 8 EB2, some will have EB2 CB, I think. So maximum file size is 8 EB. Then maximum file name size same, 255 bytes. So see guys here, 2 to the power of 64 files we can create, okay? So this is a command to assign the file system. And guys, there is no limit for directories, subdirectories. Unlimited. Use one command called ulimit-a, then you are going to get all the limits. File, how many we can create, how many directories, those all the limits we are going to get. So got it, guys? I hope you're clear. Yes, no? The differences between ext4 and XFS, right? So guys, how many of you know GBs, EBs, those all stuff? Gigabyte. 1024 MB is equal to how much? Yes, guys, 1024 MB is equal to how much? 1 GB, right? 1024 GB is equal to, because you should know this one, okay? 1024 MB is equal to 1 GB. 1024 GB is equal to 1 TB. 1024 TB is equal to 1 PB. Petabyte. 1024 PB is equal to 1 EB. 1024 EB is equal to CB కాదు. 1024 EB is equal to 1 CB ZB. Got it, guys. CB అసలు లేదు. We don't have CB. ZB 1024 ZB is equal to how much? 1 YB 1024 YB is equal to is 1 BB. దాని తర్వాత నాకు కూడా తెలియదు లేదు. उसके बाद में मेरे को भी पता नहीं. उसके बाद में नहीं है. So I think till BB you are going to get the information in Google. Right? I hope you got it. Not CB. Okay. ZV. ZV. ఎందుకు అలా అవుతుంది? Right. So I hope you got it, guys. Right? So excuse me. RHEL 8 it will support till 1 GB, guys, I think, because it got extended now. New information we got. So clear? I hope you got it. So the differences between Windows and differences between Linux. So both the file systems and both the partition table and everything, right? Good. So then how to know the hard disk type? So we are going to use few commands in Linux that is called fdisk-l. Another one is parted-l. Got it, guys? So fdisk-l. So parted-l. So clear, guys? fdisk-l, then parted-l. So with the help of fdisk-l, with the help of parted-l, we are going to get the hard disk types, and then we are going to get the list, how many hard disks will have and everything, right? Okay. So now, how to identify the hard disk type? How many types of hard disk will have first? Tell me. How many types of hard disks will have? HDD types. Huh? SSD. Then how many types of hard disk we can connect into our laptop, into our desktop? So we have as of now 3 technologies. One is ATA technology, ATA, ATA. Another one is SCSI, not CASI, SCSI, SCSI, SCSI technology. Another one is SSD. CASI, PAGA అలాంటివి ఏం లేవు ఇక్కడ. సో SCSI, SCSI. So 3 types of hard disk will have. One is ATA technology. ATA stands for Advanced Technology Attachment. SCSI stands for Small Computer System Interface. SSD stands for slowగా చెప్పాలా, right? ATA Advanced Technology Attachment. Right. ATA stands for Advanced Technology Attachment. SCSI, S means small, C computer, S system, I interface. ఇంత స్లో చాలా. Small computer system interface. SSD మీకు తెలుసుగా. SSD stands for, you don't know? solid state drive. So this is a new technology. All the laptops are having SSD hard disk only. You have, you don't know. You have the SSD, SSD laptop, but you don't know what is SSD. So coming to ATA, again we'll have two more types. One is IDE or PATA. పాట అనగానే మా తెలుగు పాట అనుకోకండి దాన్ని. పాట మీన్స్ ఇన్ తెలుగు సాంగ్. ఓకే. IDE stands for integrated device electronic. IDE stands for integrated device electronic. Same, if you want, you can call PATA also, parallel advanced technology attachment. PATA stands for parallel advanced technology attachment. So we have one more technology called SATA. SATA stands for serial advanced technology attachment. Serial advanced technology attachment. Got it, guys? Right? Okay. So now, if you try to executing fdisk-l command, what type of hard disk will have, how you are going to find? See, guys, if you're executing fdisk-l command, if you are getting DEV HDA, right, that is IDE or PATA. So if you are getting DEV SDA, means SATA or SCSI. So SATA or SCSI. You can say or SSD also, it's not a problem. So DEV VDA, virtual hard disk, virtual HDD. So fdisk-l is a command. fdisk-l or parted-l you can execute. So you are going to get, so those kind of like information. If you're getting HDA, means that is IDE or PATA. Guys, no one they're using IDE and PATA nowadays. So all the hard disk, even my hard disk also having SATA technology. So it's a bit old hard disk I'm using. So this is also having SATA technology. Nowadays, latest. Guys, SCSI is a very expensive. We are unable to find SCSI technology into our normal laptops, into normal desktops. SCSI we are going to get from servers. So both are same only, ATA and SCSI. Same means it's looking like similar, but the performance wise will have difference. It's a very expensive. Nowadays, no one they're bothering about spindle motor and those all stuff. Everybody they're using SSHD. SSD, not SSHD. Okay, SSD. Okay, so solid state drive. VMware ESXi will have, yes, Pankaj. VMware ESXi will have SCSI technology. So that is VMware server. So minimum will have 4 to 5 lakhs. One server cost. While I'm working at the time, I don't know now how much will have. EC2 instance XVDA. Very good. Okay. Not only Ubuntu, any EC2 instance it having XVDA only. VDA means virtual hard disk. So Amazon people, they're adding X in front of the VDA. That's it. So इसीलिए X video बोल के रहता है आपको. Root volume, right? Okay. So now how to verify? Let's see. Practically we'll discuss. Right, guys. So let's see here. Login as a root user. fdisk-l is a command. Then hit enter. See, guys, go a bit up, scroll up. So fdisk-l is a command. So now see, dev sda 40 GB approximately, 42 it's showing, right? 40 GB in bytes, and this is sectors. I'll tell you what is sector, don't worry. So units, sector of 512 bytes. 1 unit is equal to 512 bytes, guys. Okay. So logical and physical. This is logical size also 512 bytes and physical size also 512 bytes. So clear? How many partitions will have as of now? 2 partitions will have. SDA1, it belongs to boot. Boot partition we did while we were trying to installing the operating system at the time. So this is SDA2, it belongs to LVM. I will teach you about LVM maybe day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about standard partitions practical session. Today theory only, there is no practice. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about practical session. Okay. So got it, guys? And about LVMs, everything I'll teach you day after tomorrow. So if you want, you can execute parted command also, parted -l. So let's see, guys, here. So parted, same information, but information output is a different. Output, that is a little bit different, but same information you are going to get. So this is VMware hard disk, right? Then 40 GB SDA. SDA means SATA. So we have 2 partitions, partition number 1, partition number 2. So I'll tell you the size of the partition is a 400 MB approximately. It's a primary. And it having file system called XFS, and this is belongs to boot. So 2 total 30 GB will have. This is also primary, but it's LVM. I'll tell you what is LVM day after tomorrow. Don't worry. So those both the partitions, it belongs to operating system. If you disturb those partitions, you are going to lose your operating system. So I hope you got it, guys, as of now. So clear. Now, what is the difference between SATA and SSD? You should understand. Then only you can understand tomorrow concept. Got it, guys? So coming to SATA, I'll show you a few images from internet. I think that is best. So let's see, guys, here. See, guys. See. So this is SATA image. This is SATA image. This is SSD image. Got it? SATA, Serial Advanced Technology image, and this is SSD image. So guys, if you observe, we have the difference between both the hard disks. So this, it is having aluminum case, right? So in this aluminum case, we'll have one plotter. It is looking like DVD, right? But it's not a DVD. It's one metal that is called aluminum oxide. So aluminum oxide coated plotter. Got it, guys. So this is one kind of metal. So this metal, in this metal itself only, we are going to store the data. In this plotter itself only, we are going to store the data. So this plotter, it's connecting with one spindle motor. Spindle motor. So this spindle motor, it is going to spin the plotter. It is going to rotate the plotter, right? So this is plotter and this is spindle motor. Those all the equipments, it is going to fixed into one aluminum case. This is aluminum case. Why aluminum case? In the sense it is going to absorb the heat, right? So now here we'll have one small notch. So this is header. So this header, it is going to read and write the data from plotter. IO actions it is going to perform. It is going to read and write the data inside the plotter, right? So this is header. So if you want, you can save. So this header, it is going to save the data into the plotter. And you need to retrieve the data from the hard disk. It is going to read the data from the hard disk, right? So this header is connecting with actuator arm. This is actuator and this is actuator motor, right? Those all the equipments will have inside this aluminum case. Got it, guys? This header, it is going to move left and right. It is going to read the data from this plotter. It is going to write the data into the plotter. So, right? So it will take some time, right? While you try to reading the data, while you try to writing the data from the plotter, while you try to reading the data, while you try to writing the data into the plotter, what will happen? It will take some time. Simple. We have gramophone, you know, in olden days we'll have music machine, gramophone. So one black record will have, so usually in old movies you'll have antique pieces you'll have, right? Before tape record. Tape record is a after gramophone. Before tape record we'll have gramophone. Then after that, people are using tape records and CDs and DVDs. Nowadays, only one small chip, right? And then no one they're bothering about chip also nowadays. Everybody they're bothering about Spotify and then Wings Music app, right? Yes, no. So in olden days, we'll have same like the same way. We need to put that gramophone record. The header it is going to read the record, and then we are going to get the songs, right? Like the same way, it is going to read and write the data so into the plotter. Got it? So always it will take time for writing, for reading. Some time it will take. So that's why if you're having normal SATA hard disk, while you try to starting the operating system, it's bit slow than SSD. I hope you got it, guys. Coming to SSD, we don't have any plotters and those kind of stuff. We'll have a small flash memory. Flash memory like this, we are going to say. Like our pen drive, man. Pen drive doesn't have those all kind of equipments, but we can store the data into the ICs, integrated circuits. So those all the cache memories. So those all integrated circuits, ICs. So there we are going to store the data. From there, we are going to retrieve the data. So that's why most of the people they are going to say, change the hard disk, then your laptop speed is going to increase. Why it is going to increase the laptop speed? Because of SSD. So in SSD, we are going to store the data into the ICs. But coming to normal hard disk, we are going to store the data into the plotter. So if you try to storing the data into the plotter, what will happen is since header, it should read the data. So that's why it will take some time than SSD. So coming to SSD, we are going to get this data from the memory, that means ICs. Then it is going to start little bit quickly. We can read and we can write little bit quickly than HDD. So there is a reason behind. Guys, remember what you are doing in your home, SSD is more than enough. Nah, SSD, what is that? SATA is more than enough. Many people they are purchasing SSD and those kind of stuff. Doesn't need, but the technology it got improved, updated. So that's why many people they are offering SSD only instead of SATA. But उतना जरूरी नहीं है. Got it. स्लो क्या करोगे यार, 5 मिनट वेट करो. गेम खेलने के लिए उतना जल्दी है आपको? झट से स्टार्ट होना है, हाँ? SCSI is a just control to HDD. See, simple. SCSI also same equipments will have in SCSI also, but RPM speed is a different than SATA, and connectors are different. Connectors are different. Same components only will have in SCSI also same. Like how we'll have SATA, like the same way. Pankaj, I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no, right. So usually we need to perform few practical session. Can we do? Okay, if you're having any doubts, any questions for 10 minutes, please. We'll do tomorrow. Even I am also not feeling good. So if you're having any doubts, any questions, please. Guys, without this theory, you are unable to understand the tomorrow's concepts. जो भी कल आ रहा है ये theory के बिना, they are unable to understand anything. Because tomorrow I'm going to teach MBR partition schema. So you should know MBR partition schema rules and regulations, right? Yes, no. Then only you are going to understand exactly what we are doing tomorrow. So that's why this much of time it's taken to explain the theoretical part. So this theory is a very, very important for tomorrow class, and as well as it's important for interview also. Right? Yes, if you're having any doubts, any questions, please. So, and SSD is a bit advanced, huh? It's a bit advanced means we are going to store the data into the ICs, right? That flash memories, we are going to store the data. So that's why we can easily retrieve and then we can store the data quickly than old versions. Yes, yes. SSD just they introduced to us before 5 to 6 years before only. That's it. Nowadays, most of the people they are purchasing SSD hard disk only. And in your EBS also, everything SSD only you'll have. One minute. Pankaj, he asked yesterday one question. Pankaj, he asked one question yesterday. Can we hold the updates? Pankaj, in yum command, we don't have especially one option. We need to install one package. So we need to install one package. Then only it's possible we can hold the update. But directly we don't have any option in yum. Okay. So if you need to stop all the updates, go to etc yum/m/m.conf. There you'll have auto update option, make it none. Then it will stop the updates. You need to edit the configuration file. If you need to stop particular one package in the sense, we should install one package additionally. Then only it's possible in with yum. Pankaj, I hope you got it. Which package? Give me 1 minute, I'll check. I forgot actually the package name. Version lock is a package name. Version lock is a package name. You need to install version lock. Then version lock option, it will work. Yum version lock space package name. Then it is going to stop the updates. Version lock. Okay. Or otherwise go to yum configuration file. There you will have auto update option is equal to yes, you will have, make it none, NON. Then it will stop entire updates. Okay. And we have one more upgrade will have, right? Demote also will have an option. You can, maybe you got a update, you need to degrade again. So demote is the option will have, you can use that option, you can demote. So got it? By using history also you can undo. History we are going to undo, right? So we are unable to demote, right? So ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే అప్గ్రేడ్ అయిందో దాన్ని మళ్ళీ రివర్స్ తీసుకురావడానికి మనము undo యూస్ చేయొచ్చు, అలాగే demote కూడా యూస్ చేయొచ్చు. So thank you sir, welcome. Its option is very useful for me. Yes, you can install version lock package, then version lock. Actually, we don't have in M. This is additional package we need to install. So that's why in man command we don't have version lock. Ah, no issues, man. सब कुछ सबको पता नहीं रहता. If you're asking the question, I'm going to research on it. We can do. It's not a problem. So kyunki, and one more thing, I know many things, but I forgot because continuously I'm teaching only few concepts. Those concepts only I can remember. I hope you got it. I know, so I forgot. So if I'm researching on it, definitely I'm going to get the information. Because for example, Raja, he asked about UTC time change. How to change the UTC? I know how to change the UTC time. I forgot the option. With the help of man command, we got an option and then we change the UTC time. Please exam explanation to use. Madan Mohan. So man command, you need to read. Then you should attend the old videos, right? You need to watch old videos. At the time, I have given the information about man. Okay. So वही खुद आंसर पूछेगा, वही खुद क्वेश्चन देगा. Right. Okay. Right, guys. See you tomorrow. So I'm not going to say don't miss tomorrow. Okay. So, but tomorrow is an important concept, guys. So theory, what we discussed, tomorrow we are going to perform the practical session related to this theory. ఇంక మీ ఇష్టం, మీరు అటెండ్ అయితే అటెండ్ కంటే లేదంటే లేదు. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇంపార్టెంట్ అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా రావట్లే ఎవరు, నేను ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని అంటే రావట్లేదు వీళ్ళు. Guys, what will have the 19 chapters, each and every chapter is a important only. Because without knowing those 19 chapters, you are unable to survive into the Linux operating system. जो चाहिए वो कर लो, मगर ये भी चाहिए. Got it? Right, guys. So thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.